We're recording. Check, check, 1, 2, 3. Looking at me for recording purposes. If I can get your name, please.
Haviah Mighty.
And the name of the album is?
13th Floor.
Let's do this. Coming out in 3, 2, 1. This is incredible. I have to say right off the top, congratulations, Polaris Music Prize on the short list. I love what's going on between you and I. The reason why is because from our first interview with Slate Music, to you walking the red carpet at the Junos, to you announcing your album, to this. And we're talking like what, a year or so?
Just under a year.
Just under a year. Think about this.
It's insane. It's really insane. Like, it's cool. Like, it feels like just constant progression, and seeing you at all of these different events is almost like a validator. Like, hey, Rudy's here at this next thing. It's like a really great level up. But yeah, from Juno's Masterclass to the Junos themselves, to releasing the album, and then to that album then being nominated for the Polaris, which we are now here. I can only imagine where we'll be the next time we see each other.
I'm wondering too. It could be many different things. It could even be, as we speak later on tonight, as the Polaris Prize winner. When you heard about this, that you were on the short list, where were you and what were your thoughts?
I was at home. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I got the call and I was just so elated. I was so excited. I really didn't put into my mind that this was something that was going to happen, you know. I mean, I tried to put together an amazing record. I put together something that I thought was very indicative of what it is that I had to say, and really just put all of my heart, my energy, my soul into the project, but not expecting anything specific from it. And also having never been in a position where, you know, you could put a record out where you're getting so much recognition for it, there was just no, I just didn't really fathom that it would even be longlisted, to be honest. But, you know, to be a part of 40 albums is very different than to be a part of 10 albums. So I didn't really think about it too much. I just was very excited to be longlisted. So to be shortlisted was like, whoa, like, this is insane.
It is. I mean, think about it. 13th Floor, as we see, this is the album, and this was even funnier. Right next to you, Jesse Reyes, yes, who is also a nominee. Yes. That really puts you in stellar company. 13th Floor, though, what was the meaning behind it when you put this together, and what does it mean to you now?
13th Floor, I speak on so many different topics on the album, but the overall theme is the marginalization that I've faced, that I've overcome. And I think that's very parallel to the ideology. I would say it's an ideology because we don't really even understand the concept of the 13th floor, in that it is something that we remove from buildings in North America because we don't understand it. It is therefore dismissed because it is something that we don't understand, and it's very similar to, I would say it is in alignment with and parallel to my narratives that I'm speaking about on this album, that for so many years I've been told, these are not your experiences, this doesn't happen in Canada, and you haven't experienced what it is that you're saying you've experienced. And so for the first time ever, I'm not only being acknowledged for those experiences, but we're actually having a discussion instead of refusing to have that discussion. So it felt, in the process of creating the album and just having a team that was supporting that process, it felt like this is the 13th floor, this is the misunderstood, this is, you know, you reach this position and everyone is told this is bad, so remove it. And yet you get there and it's the opposite of Friday the 13th. It's the switching of the narratives, right? So
now, like I said, what does it mean to you now? Because as we're talking, for folks who don't realize what the Polaris Music Prize is, this is music critics saying this is an amazing album.
Yep. This is people choosing an album based on its artistic merit, putting 40 albums together, which they then chop down to 10 albums, and those 10 albums are then critiqued by music critics.
So what does it mean to you knowing these critics are saying this to you?
It means that I have something to say, and I guess I'm just validated in that now. I've always been saying these things in different mediums, whether it was through my music or at school in the cafeteria, you know, time and a place. Doesn't always work out, but I'm finding now that the things that I find important, the things that I put my energy into, and the things that I'm passionate about, other people are also passionate about those same things. And we're having this collaborative conversation with me, the fans, the industry critics, just yourself. We're having this discussion now because this body of work exists, and I think it's very necessary. Because I haven't seen this in Canada. I really haven't, and I definitely haven't been, you know, so much a part of it. So
amazing,
grateful.
Amazing.
I feel grateful.
So no matter what happens, win or lose, the rest of 2019, what's going to happen leading into 2020? What's the plan?
We're going to continue to play a whole bunch of shows and just get 13th Floor worldwide. I want to play more. I'm going to Europe shortly, and yeah, we're going to Paris, Germany, and London. And
You did that? Didn't you do that earlier too? Like you were in Europe?
I did go to Europe in May for the first time, and this is my second time. So we're getting busy, and we're trying to make sure that this message that is being shared is being shared wide. We're in Canada right now, and Polaris is recognizing Canadian albums, but I want to take this conversation is not a Canadian issue, it is a people issue. And so the continuation of this, win or lose, is to take the message far and wide, to continue to share and spread that music, and to start to work on some new music.
Social media, where do we go to follow you?
Haviah Mighty, that's HAVIAH MIGHTY. You can find me on Instagram for sure, that's where I always am, but also Facebook, Twitter, and definitely your Spotify's, Tidal Music's, Apple Music's, wherever you stream, definitely check me out.
One word, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So, can I ask you if A, number 13 is a lucky number for you, and B, the right decision was quitting your job?
Yes to both. Yes to both. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Congratulations. I mean, think about it. We were just doing an interview just a few hours ago talking about being in the top 10, the short list for the Polaris Music Prize. And as we speak, you are the winner, $50,000. How does that short journey feel to where you are right now?
Crazy. It's insane. I'm really, really, really excited to have the opportunity to have something that I've put over a year of time, energy, effort, passion, hustle into. And even after that, just working the album and performing the album. I do so many shows and I talk to so many crowds and I share these ideas with so many people, and to be able to do it in this room today with all of these people, and to have the album be acknowledged in the ways that it has by music critics, like we talked about this earlier, is hard. It's hard to wrap my head around that. I'm a very logical person. All 10 of the albums that were nominated are incredible.
And I'm going to jump in there because I was up in the balcony and I was watching you throughout the whole time. And you were so much cheering for everybody else right to the end. Did you even think you were going to win it? I'm going to be honest with you because I didn't think you thought you were going to win.
I didn't. And it's not for the fact that I don't think it deserved to win, but I think music is extremely subjective. And to think that the majority of people are going to see the perspective that you had when you wrote it against 9 other people who have an incredible body of work that other people can have a perspective on. To think that you indefinitely have that, to me, is just, it's illogical. I can't wrap my head around that concept. I knew, from the things that people were saying, that a lot of people seemed to enjoy it, and that was a validation to me. Winning is a further validator for me. But I mean, we're all doing, somewhat of the same things. We're hustling and we're performing, and most of us have probably quit our day jobs, and this is our job, and our journey is to be this vulnerable vessel that goes around all day creating music and sharing messages and sharing your passion. This is what we do. And so all the 9 other acts that do that, there's no way I can see this. But I think winning the Polaris Prize for the album 13th Floor, it's not really about this. It's just about that body of work and what that body of work meant to these people in this room and all of the people that have listened to it outside of this room. It's unbelievable how much attention it's getting, and I'm really not used to it. It's something I can't really wrap my head around. Even being nominated is still weird for me.
Well, look, we're going to get in one last question, though, because I had asked you before what was going to happen with you in 2019, 2020. Having this win, has it changed the perspective on what the future is going to hold for you?
I think that it has. I don't think that I understand fully in what ways that it has, but I definitely think that whatever it was will shift after today.
Congratulations.
Thank you.